miniature robots that actually fixes the leak.
Oh, we've thought about
That's
it.
a bit ahead, maybe.
Yeah.
Problem is water leaks, right?
Yeah, so
in pipes.
So 20% of the world's water is lost every day to leaking water.
Doctor, and you have a high-tech, quite advanced solution to solve this problem.
Yeah.
So this is your soft robot.
Yeah, so we are one of the first full applications of what's called soft robotics. Yeah, and some of the worst problem isn't actually the water's gone. I mean, that's a huge problem, especially for a lot of the water scarce parts of the world.
Yeah.
But it's what that water does when it leaves the network.
Right.
So in many places, water leaving will sit there for a long time if it doesn't show up on surface.
Yeah.
That'll create a sinkhole that a fire truck can fall in.
Yeah.
It can create just damage. A few months ago here in New York, it shut down the L train, which is what connects Brooklyn and Manhattan.
Yeah.
We have 100 and some year old pipe networks.
Yeah,
especially in New York, has some of the oldest pipes in the world.
Yeah.
It was invented in 2009, and what it means is that instead of using joint actuation, which we have some of still, you use soft actuation. So silicones that you use the material properties of something like silicone to control how it flows through things.
Right.
We also get to rely on that. That's the way we're able to go through a pipe network. One of the reasons that no one's been able to really solve this problem inside of small diameter pipes is you either have to be significantly smaller than the pipe and therefore have a real difficult time feeling what's going on the pipe wall, or you have to find a way to be adaptive to changing environments. There's things like tuberculation and calcium buildups and partially closed valves underground, and
basically has to wiggle through.
Exactly.
When I looked at your innovation first, I was excited, but I was certain that you were using some sort of visual thing that could see in the night and then some artificial intelligence with that. But tell me how you actually find the leaks with this. How does it actually find the leaks?
So what we do is we actually put this into a fire hydrant and it runs along with the water. So the water actually pushes it. So it's not propelled or anything.
Okay.
It just flows along with the water. And as it's going through, the flappers are actually pushed up against the side of the pipe. We'll have different sizes for the pipe that we're going into. And so as it's going past the leak, it'll get a little pull. Yeah. And we'll be able to measure that on our brain. And as we're measuring that, we're also measuring the speed, the angle that it's moving through, and we're able to actually map the pipe network as we're going through.
There's enough clean water out there if we take half of it away. If we take half of the water that's lost every day, we have enough water to serve 1 billion more people. Right. We can just keep repairing infrastructure and just half of the point we're at today.
It's a crazy inefficiency considering the increasing water scarcity in many places.
Anyone not having water is so needed that any amount of water scarcity is
as soon as you have it, even the slightest, you notice what a
1 gallon, 1 billion gallons, both of them hurt.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing if you're out of it.
We have a project coming up in Vietnam that really excites us because that's the core of what we're doing there. Da Nang, Vietnam has 1 billion cubic meter water shortage every year. Yeah. And that's the sort of project that we can really make an impact really early on and we can get really excited about.
Of course, going global quickly. The first pilot, was that in, what did you say, San Antonio?
Yeah, one of our recent big pilots was in San Antonio. Yeah. That was one that went really well.
Well, let's see if we can get more people excited about you and maybe have more contact you after this.
That's right. Yeah.
Very cool. Last question. Yeah. What is actually the competition to this today? How do water utilities typically do it around the world?
Yeah, so that's where it gets really fun to be a high-tech solution in a
dirty tech environment.
Tech environment. Yeah. So you look at the solutions today. What they do is they walk around a city and listen for leaks. They have headphones. Yeah. Imagine being in downtown New York and you're listening with headphones, trying to hear something underground. When you have subways, you have semi trucks, everything driving by.
Not even at 4 o'clock in the morning.
No, well they'll try to do them at 4 o'clock in the morning, but even at 4 o'clock in the morning in most cities it's insurmountable. Still dig on average 3 times to find a leak. We're in New York City. You can only imagine how expensive 3 digs is. So if we can bring that down and make it easy to find these leaks and we can find them to 1 foot, then they're digging 1 hole. They can quickly and easily repair the infrastructure so that they're not impacting the city and they can repair significantly more of the infrastructure and bring that water loss down.
It's a huge innovative jump you are taking actually in this industry. Next step will have to be miniature helpers that actually, miniature robots that actually fixes the leak.
Oh, we've thought about
it. That's a bit ahead, maybe.
Yeah.
enough of a
Terminator
problem with
robots,
this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll work on it.
Yeah. Coming next fall. Okay. Well, great. Good luck with it, guys.
Thank you.
Well,
It's
thank
great to talk to you.